everyone, thanks for checking out my channel. Now looking at natural gas, just following my analysis on WTI, we also having some significant reversal on natural gas that I believe will continue and offer some nice opportunity to short that market for another 2 to 3 weeks until we actually get to a point where we could actually start considering long entry for the winter trade. So we got that reversal nicely confirmed. Very easy entry alongside that trend line, and now we also having the 4 hours 20 MA that's capping the price to the upside. Now if we zoom a little bit closer on the 1 hour, just remove this, we can see we now have a significant divergence on the 1 hour. So as usual, I'm not trading against divergence. It means that we are very likely to see on that trend line that I've been actually tracing a little bit randomly here. It's actually not really going like this, but still, if we take on the 4 hours, that close, that touch here, and potentially some other really nearby attempt at 2.23, we may actually get some rebounds at that level. So looking here now on that level, we going to have the trend line on the upside that will be capping the price. Should we actually move from here, potentially looking for 223 before we actually get some bonds. The origin of that divergence is sitting here, so I believe that we have a chance to go and find 240, 245, and if we go on the 4 hours, that's taking us right onto the trend line. So I think definitely much safer short entry point than trying to catch the falling knife here. I mean, catching it in the right direction, but still a little bit risky. Natural gas can move sharply to the upside at any moment, but also I believe from the fundamental point of view, we're having very little reason for the price to move to the upside right now. So it's relatively safe to go short, not of course mentioning the huge contango we're having between October and November, so it's sitting at 21%. I think from memory it must be a record from months to months, and especially between October and November, that these months are not typically very extremely different in terms of the fundamentals for natural gas. So it's expecting something big to happen in terms of the storage, but we need something to catch up here, and I believe the October contract will need to cool off a little bit. It dropped certainly too much compared to November, so I'm expecting the October contract to drag the price a little bit higher and get to a level when it will get a little bit more sustainable. 242 will take us roughly around between 10 and 12% contango. It's a little bit more sustainable, but will still put some major pressure on the downside. So if we look here, we're going to get that by probably Monday, Tuesday, maybe Wednesday, then the move to resume, targeting 215 end of next week. So that will be the trade. Definitely shorting, no intention to buy here. If we look also at the figure we are just having at the moment, we look here, we're having some sort of a just use another one. That clean. So here, so that's in red, and then we're having a head somehow and some another shoulder here. So we're going to play around there, but if we look at that head and shoulder from the bottom to the top, then we're looking at a potential drop here that is taking us right onto the 190. That would be the end of that swing, and very interesting. So if we look at 245 down to 1.9 or $2, that's a very rewardable trade. Definitely interested in this, and yeah, that should be really highly profitable, and that should happen relatively quick because the trend line is running relatively high. So early October we should get to that level. Should we of course get there, so always careful. Should we escape that channel here, then there's some hope that it can actually go and break higher. Whatever the reason could be, just need to be a bit careful. But should we actually get that 245 short entry, we can safely set stop loss a little bit higher, say potentially 250, 252, so it's not too far away. 2-3% is definitely manageable. So yeah, quite interested in that. And now just finally having a look at the quote report. Don't think we got anything major. Open interest dropping, which is not actually favoring continuation of a strong downtrend, but still not necessarily that significant. Managed money reduced long, but didn't add onto the short position. So again, not necessarily pointing to a massive move to the downside, which is why I believe we're gonna get some short-term rebound to that level. Would be potentially a very nice short entry for the next swing. So yeah, that's all for tonight. We'll have a look at this again midweek. Till then, I wish you safe trading, and I speak to you soon. Cheers, bye.